Hey, Secret Beachcombers, time for another how-to video and bonus bolo. Have you ever seen the movie Satisfaction? It was the big starring role for Justine Bateman back in the day, 1988 if I'm not mistaken. But what most people don't realize is it is the first movie with Julia Roberts. Yes, Pretty Woman's first movie. So Justine fronted a band called The Mystery, and this soundtrack is her and the band playing songs. And it's been out of print forever. I'm guessing due to licensing rights, and it's rare. And sometimes it's worth $100, and currently it's worth about $40. But I've sold this many times. Now, this is my personal copy, and the little how-to we're going to show today is I found one at a record store. The bummer was it's missing its cover, but guess what? We're going to make a new cover because I have one. So we're going to do a little scanning and a little arts and crafts, a little cutting and putting together, and then we'll list it with the homemade cover. It'll be decent quality, and we will mention in the title that it is a replacement cover. But this way, as it is this way, we might get $15 for it. With a replacement cover, I'll get $30, $35 for it. I only paid $2 for it, so there's not a lot invested, but I'm going to make it look more attractive than it is right now. Okay, this only works if you have a printer that is also a scanner. So I've opened my scanning program. I'm coming down here to my printer and putting the cover in, just like that, upper left-hand corner. I'm going to hit scan. And open the scanner. And so now it's going to warm up for me. And it's going to give me the overview of the cover. There it is, just like that, nice and easy peasy. I'm going to give the parameters to the cover, so just like that. And typically your scanner, I don't know about all of them, but mine always starts in 75 DPI. I'm going to switch it to 600 and hit scan. So now the front is being scanned into the computer, and then I'll flip it over and do the back. And then I will then print them out, and then we'll make our own arts and crafts. Okay, so this is regular paper. We all know what regular paper looks like. This is thicker stock, so that's why I printed it on the thicker stock, so when I actually slide it into the CD, it'll hold up for a lot longer than regular paper, so don't use regular paper. Now I've taken another CD cover out, and I'm going to just trace it around here so I can get a good guide to cut it. So just a quick little trace with a pencil, and then I'll cut it out, and I'll do the same with the back, and then I'll use our handy dandy glue stick to make a cover. And that way it'll increase the value of our item. Even though it is not the original, it does make it more complete than in the condition I found it in. Okay, so I cut out the front and the back, and I got my glue stick out and did little arts and crafts, and I put them together. So we went from this product with no cover to our homemade front and back cover. Now, it's not the most eloquent. There's a little overlap. One of them's a little bit bigger than the other, but it's that overall look that makes it a more complete product. Now, you would have had to have had the CD in your collection to pull this off, but anytime that you can improve on a product by doing just a little something, whether it be arts and crafts, or if you got something missing, a nut or a bolt or a screw, just go to the local hardware store to get it. But this looks way better than without the cover. So I'm not going to lie to the customer. I will let them know it's a homemade cover, but this looks way more attractive. And since it's an out-of-print rare CD, this will definitely help sell it and keep the price up. So when you can arts and crafts it, do it. Just don't lie to your customer. Okay, listing is up, and I want to make sure that the potential customer knows that they're getting not a real cover, so I wrote replacement cover in caps in the title. In the item condition, I put the cover was missing, so I printed out a new one on heavy cardstock, and I threw that in the description also. So there hopefully should be no question that this is a replacement cover, but there we go. The listing is up, and as soon as it sells, I will let you know.